Hello and welcome back to Nourished Sundays. My name is Joanna and I'm your host, certified in holistic nutrition from the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition, a busy mama of two, and a foodie. This series is all about healthy eating and what that may mean to you and your family to best support you in your day-to-day living. Today's topic is about gut flora and probiotics. Now, I want to start by telling you a bit about the gut or the intestines. And actually a good way to think about the gut is that it is the gatekeeper to our entire body and to our entire wellness, okay? Because basically it's at the front of getting the stuff that you put into your body, and getting it to your organs, to your brain, to everything that's inside. And that makes you you. And also obviously things that are outside, affecting the skins and whatnot. So it's important to remember that the gut or intestine is really made out of two things. Well, many more things, but put simple, two things that are very important, both equally very important. The physical structure of that gut lining, the intestinal lining, and the microbiome that lives there, so all little animals that are living there, right? Which was what we call the gut flora, right? So it's made out of bacteria, microorganisms, yeast, all sorts of many different types. And we need to have many different types because it's that variety that really helps. So basically, the physical structure, what I'm talking about, is like the cells. And imagine them like, cells coming together, lining, and opening, closing, right? And depending on their state, some may be more open or more closed. So obviously that's going to affect how things are digested. And then the flora is what is also helping, in the digestion, or not helping, depending again on the balance. So when we want to have a healthier gut flora, or when we want to support it, when we want to fix our gut, our digestion, then it's important we consider those two things working together. So by just supporting the gut flora but not focusing on the state of our gut lining, then we may be missing a piece and it's probably not going to have that much of an effect, even though, it's important. But both things are important. Now, what happens is that through the food we eat, especially processed foods, oftentimes it really, really affects the gut lining and also the flora. There's many chemicals and medicine that we take, synthetic medicine, that is going to affect that as well. So most of us have heard that antibiotics, for example, tend to kill all our good bacteria, all the good gut flora. And there are other meds, for example, some medicine in birth control that actually affects the lining directly of our gut. And then also chronic stress. So being exposed to stress very often is going to affect our cells. It's going to affect, the inside as well. So all of the things work together to improve or not improve our intestinal health that then has an effect on all our health. So when we want to support our gut, then yes, taking probiotics maybe and often are a wonderful way to do it. But keep in mind again that lining is also very important. Now, when you choose probiotics, now it's become something that's very popular. So there is a lot of range of quality in the market. Some probiotics are not as good as they seem to be, and some may actually even be harmful. So it's important that you consider the quality. And oftentimes, it's the price tag too that goes with it. So if you want a really good quality probiotic, you often have to be prepared to pay more for it. Also, a few things to be cognizant of is, probiotic is alive. So probiotics are alive because it's made of that good bacteria, right? And so if it's not stored, in the store, if it's not in the start cold to be kept alive. So if it's on the shelf, you know, in a non-regulated environment, then maybe it's actually dead, the stuff there, so it's useless. Now, some probiotics nowadays are shelf stable. They're made in a way that is shelf stable, which is amazing. You just have to know which ones, right? So it's important that, you know, maybe you go to your favorite health store and ask someone who's trained there, who can guide you towards the right probiotics. And also, there's many different strains of probiotics. So again, talking to someone, seeking advice from a medical professional, or, you know, a food store, health food store person who's had training to know which products mean what, right? That's important. Now, you can also get probiotics from the food you eat. So you don't necessarily have to buy, you know, probiotics that have been made in a lab. Like, you can get it from your food. So fermented foods, kombucha, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, all of those amazing things are full of probiotics. So by eating more of them, you're naturally replenishing your good bacteria. And it actually, you know, it has similar effect, or maybe even better for many of us, than the store-bought probiotics. And it's also important to keep in mind that if you want your probiotics to work, you need to have prebiotics as well in your day. So prebiotics is basically what the probiotics feed off from. So when you're eating probiotics as a whole food, it naturally has all that balance of pre and probiotics. So they work synergistically to be absorbed and to be, you know, kept alive and well fed, so that your gut flora can flourish. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have questions, would like to book a free consult with me, all the info is down below, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. In the meantime, eat well and be well. Salsa, baby.